Hi guys, so this is the first time that Banda's family is speaking to the public with what has transpired to their brother. This is not a laughing matter. I know some of you have mocked this family, but you must take this seriously and listen to what they have to say. Banda has been found, and due to Facebook guidelines, some of the images we couldn't share on our social media platforms. But listen to what the sister has to say. And remember that our aim is to bring unity in Zambia and to treat all Zambian citizens as equal. We are not going to tolerate any unfair treatment or harsh treatment, especially to people who are working in government and are in parliament. Somebody who's working in parliament is a government official, and it was quite unusual to have a member of parliament being abducted. So listen to this.
Day to day. My name's Aleni Banda. I'm the sister to Honorable J. Banda. I must state that even to come here to talk about this, it's because we've been pressed beyond what we can sustain as a family. We feel not only abused, but mistreated in a country we call home. From Saturday, Sunday, until now, it's been trauma for us. We don't know to other members of the press what this may be, or to members of the public what this may be to them. But to us, this is one of the greatest pains we've had to endure as a family. And today, it became more traumatizing. Around 12 a.m. in the morning, I received a call on my mother's phone. My mother called me and says, there's a call that is coming. I want you to take it. I asked her who was calling, and she says, I just want you to see. I don't know who is calling. And we are already in a period of distress, so I told her, okay, no problem, don't worry about it. I got the phone from her. I had found 2 missed calls, and just when I was getting the phone, the call came through again. It was a number ending with 02. And when I picked up, the person didn't even introduce themselves. They first asked me a question if I knew who Honorable J. Banda is. And I told them, yes, I know him. Who are you that is calling? He says, we've picked someone who claims is Honorable J. Banda. We just saw a vehicle that dumped him. So when we tried to go after him to see how we can help him, he crawled up to almost close to our house, and we helped him, and we started pouring some water on him until we started interrogating him, asking him, and that's how Honorable J gave them my mother's number. So from there I asked him, where are you? And where are you calling from? And then he says, Kafiwe Boys. In Kafiwe, as you are heading to Kafiwe Boys Junction. We said, okay, what time did they drop him? He said they dropped him around almost 23 to midnight. So they were trying to get him awake. So they were pouring water on him and trying to get him warm to see how best he can talk and they can have a lead. Immediately I called out my sisters and my mom, as well as my nephew and my other brother, Mavuto. I said, we've received a call. We all just got into a state of shock. We couldn't even get our shoes. We all just jumped into the vehicles. We started driving and we went direct to Woodlands Police. We left MT there. He made a report at Woodlands Police and reported to say, this is what we've received. Well, the rest of us, my sisters and my sister-in-laws, we headed to Kafiwe. I was the one driving. We started driving as fast as we could. When we reached Chilanga, we found some police officers on the road actually. We stopped over, we spoke to them, we told them we received a call. We asked them if they were aware about the matter for Honorable JJ Banda. And all of them, they said, yes, we are aware. And we told them to say, we've received a call that someone has dumped him in Kafiwe, and a well-wisher has called us. Would like you to escort us because we're not sure whether it's just a well-wisher or this could be a trap, maybe by the abductors. And the officers, they were very helpful. One of the officers was, I think, Mr. Mwale, who told us to say, okay, fine, we've taken note of your report. Give us your phone number and proceed to Kafiwe. I'll be in touch with you. Go to Kafiwe police station. As we were driving, we were worried because this person kept on calling us. The well-wisher called us like twice. And he said, please, you need to rush. So my sister-in-law decided that he needed to call some of the people she knew from Kafiwe. And she managed to get through to someone, but they were also in Kafiwe estates. And they agreed to say they would help. They would rush to Kafiwe police station to see how maybe as we are driving to Kafiwe, they can get there on time. We tried to move as fast as we could, and luckily also, the person our sister-in-law had called had also reached the police station, and but he was told some of the officers were not there to escort him, so he had to go and pick up, I think, 2 officers from their homes. So it also caused a delay. It delayed them so much that we even arrived at the scene at the same time. He had picked the police officers, and we were also arriving. Already for us, we were very disheartened because one of the reasons why we had to report, we were hoping that the police would even move in before we get there, because it's almost over 45 minutes to drive from Lusaka to Kafiwe. It's not just a short distance. So we reported, hoping that the police would intervene as fast as possible to get there even earlier before us. But we were all shocked that we got there at the same time. We found him, he was almost unconscious. His body was completely almost cold, and we tried to talk to him. At least he could recognize voices here and there. And the police officers now started shouting at us, no, move away, move away. So we got upset. We said, why are you even asking us to move away? You are supposed to be here early. And that's how the same well-wishers who called us even helped us. We requested for a mattress and some blankets because we noticed it's like from the roadside, he was only crawling on his stomach. He couldn't move his back. And he said he was experiencing a lot of pain. They couldn't even tame him. So they had to get a mattress, and they pushed him onto the mattress. So we used a mattress from the well-wishers to be able to place him in the car. He couldn't even move. We started following the vehicles together with the same van for the well-wishers and the 2 police officers that were picked until we got to Kafiwe General Hospital. When we got to the hospital, quickly the staff there were very helpful. Yeah, the doctor on duty was not there, but at least they called him, and they called 2 of them actually. One actually came, and they started treating him. And though they noticed that his body was too cold, and so the blood couldn't even come out when they tried to place the cannulas. So they started looking for some hot water to see how best they could get his body temperature to come back to normal. And I was present, very much present, even when they started the examination. We were right there. We noticed the serious beatings on his back, and most of them were concentrated on this parts, the back part of his body. That's why his waist he can't even move it. And also, it's like they tortured him a lot below his feet. Like, it's like someone was using something, I don't know, maybe something sharp. So you could notice even from the pictures that we took, they're like red spot below his feet. And also like serious swellings, because we were there like firsthand. So we took the first pictures. I actually helped him with the coat that the well-wishers had put on him to take it out, because we really wanted to see. And the doctors were also there. We were doing it in front of the doctors. Even the pictures, we were taking them in front of the doctors. And he was just drowning. He kept on, he repeatedly said, "They'll kill me. Don't take me to any hospital. Just take me home. Call the doctor and treat me. I don't want to be in any hospital. They'll kill me. They'll kill me, they'll kill me. Please don't take me to any hospital. They'll kill me. Just take me home." Those were the only words he repeatedly said. And even the doctors also got a bit worried. And it was a very sorry sight for us, like a sorry sight, to a point that even when they wanted to put a cannula on him, he was saying, "Just give me some hot water. I don't have anything in my stomach," you know. And you could tell from the lips, which are cracked, and his tongue, when you look at his tongue, it's like swollen. It's like, according to him, he says they're trying to use like, is it a pliers or something? A pliers or something to like twist it. So you can tell even from his tongue, like he had cuts, and his lips. So we got, and the police officers kept on coming. They kept on distracting the doctors, saying, "No, there is it Doctor something?" The doctor in charge, I don't know, kept on saying they shouldn't treat him from there. They wanted JJ to be put in an ambulance right there and then and brought into Lusaka. But we started now going back and forth with the police. We said, he's first getting the first aid. Yes. Look at this situation he's in. Why would you just want to move him, looking at the condition he's in right now? And luckily we have one of our brothers who is also a medical personnel. So he was also there, like trying to ask the doctors to say, "Okay, please check this." And they tried to check the sugar levels and everything else. Fast forward, we even managed to do all medicals and even sent him into the x-ray.
But it was not easy then, because phone calls kept on coming.
Yeah, so as usual, the phone calls kept on coming, and the officers kept on claiming that they were getting instructions. Yes. And we even requested to say, can we know who is instructing? Who wants him? Who wants him now? They said, no, there are instructions that are coming from senior officials. They're saying they want him. We said, why do they want him? So we became, even us, our security now became like, we became security conscious. We got very worried. So we told the doctors, you know what? We are worried. This is not okay. Who are they? Why don't they want to talk to us? Why do they just want to instruct doctors? Because we are here. We brought him here. So why can they talk to us and tell us why they want him, why they don't want him to be treated here, and why they just want him to be taken to Lusaka? Quickly, we pushed in for a police report, a medical report, which we quickly signed, and immediately was coming off the x-ray. We started having a back and forth with the police. They wanted him to be in an ambulance full of police officers, but JJ kept on crying like, I don't want.
Now we are receiving instructions that we should go straight with him to Mainasoko.
And the police started shouting, shouting, hey, you're being stubborn. They even started hitting the car. Move your car, we want to put an ambulance. We need to put him in an ambulance. But we all became agitated. We said, no, we will not allow you to take him. Mm-hmm. We became very, very seriously stubborn at that particular point until we managed, with the help of the medical personnel, of course, they were very helpful, until we managed to put him in the Fortuner, in our vehicle. So we just dropped the seats and we put the mattress, because we couldn't move him off the mattress. I think we still have the mattress up to now. So we just got him on the mattress and put him into the Fortuner, and Mom jumped in, and also my other brother, and that's how I drove off. And the rest of the vehicle started following us. As we were coming, one of the OP vehicles went and hit into one of our cousin's vehicle, Moffat. The OP officers, because Moffat was like trying to pave way for us as we were driving. We were trying to move as fast as possible for us to be able to get him to Midlands. So as we were trying to move, a Mark X for, I think it should be the C5, they went and, I think as we were getting towards Lilai, they went and bashed into them. Is it a VW? And that's how it overturned. So we stopped. And personally, I stopped. I said, no, let's hold on. What is this? Why are the police following us like this? To a point of having to bash into another vehicle and the vehicle overturning. So if you notice the markings for the police, it even has a bad dent this side. That came from the same accident, you know. So we got worried. We said, the next thing you're going to hit into the Fortuner, because this is the same vehicle that is carrying Jay. Are you trying to overturn us, or there's something we need to know? So now we started moving as fast as we could to try and avoid them. But they also kept on coming, and the macaques kept on, like, you know. So we even got scared, like, what is going on? What is happening? We tried to call Honorable Bino at that time. He was also coming behind. He says, no, I can see everything. Please just keep going. Our main aim here is to get him to the hospital as soon as possible. We saw so many vehicles, police vehicles, which we've not even seen, like, on the way. And we're even worried, like, what's happening? Is there something we should know? Why is this happening now? So we go to the hospital and we are blocked again. The same macaques came and blocked my vehicle where Honorable Joshua was. So we had an altercation again. I said, what's going on with you people? Someone needs medical attention. You keep on coming, distracting. Is there something that you want to do? Is there something you want to achieve at the end of the day? Because now we feel agitated. At that point, I think my mother became very emotional, and she started crying. She was like, okay, if you want him dead, get him. My mom got very upset, and she was there, you know, her mother's emotions. Yeah, so when we got there, we reached Midlands Hospital. We went to the front side, then we were directed to go to the emergency side. Again, we saw the same macaques again coming on the emergency side, and even the security personnel at the hospital, they even went and confronted the police. Like, why are you trying to block a vehicle that is dropping?
They started begging to say, are you able to give us chance?
Yeah. So first it was actually the security personnel. They even went and confronted the vehicle, like, why are you blocking a vehicle that is bringing someone, a patient who is coming to the emergency side? And they were just stubborn, like the usual police saga. We managed to get him into the emergency room. Less than 5 minutes, the whole Midlands Hospital was overshadowed with police officers. I came out and I asked them, I said, can you tell us something? Do you have an offense for him? Or is there something? Is he a criminal? Can you tell us what is going on?
We understand.
The doctor also came out and asked, like, can we be excused? Look at the condition he's in. Can we be excused? But more officers kept on coming, and even the commissioner at that point bagged into the emergency room. The doctor got very upset and said, no. This is an emergency room. The police, you can't just bag in. No, we want to see him. We have a right to see him. We want to see him. Is there something? We said, can you allow the doctors to just work? We called you earlier. You should have gotten there earlier. But they didn't do that. They did not get there earlier enough. If they wanted that, If they were as concerned that they were trying to show it, they should have gotten there early. But they didn't do that. And now the commissioner and all his police officers covered the whole entire emergency exit.
That's how they shoot at him.
And by the time the other senior doctors came, and now they started requesting from them, and luckily we had some well-wishers, some senior citizens who came in and also just helped us to handle the situation, like Honorable Mwamba came through and at least tried to help mitigate between us and the police to see how they can get them outside. They tried to give us space for I think that was maximum of 15 minutes. The moment the doctors moved him, because this whole side, the doctors didn't know the damage, because they were trying to check. He wanted to urinate, but he couldn't pass the urine because he was in so much pain. So the doctor said we have to rush him to do the CT scan, the whole body CT scan. So they took him into the X-ray. So we went there, me and my brother were there, and when we get there, as they were just preparing him, because we helped them, as they were just preparing him, we heard noise again. The police came and just broke into the door. They just
pushed the door and walked in.
Pushed the door, and the commissioner said, "Officers, action!
Action!
Put the tables." Everything felt like a movie.
Carry the patient.
Carry the patient. Take him out. So me and my sister here, we got very, very upset. I don't know if there are videos out there, but we got very agitated. We told them, if you want to take him here, kill us first. And that's where the noise came. One of the police officers that I can recognize very well came and even pushed me. I even told him, this is battery. Why are you pushing me? Why? Why are you even pushing me in the first place? They started pulling the bed, and they even came with a nurse who had an injection in her hands. And my brother, who is a medical personnel, and the other doctor, they said, but you're not part of us. What are you doing with an injection here? And we noticed the uniform was a police uniform.
Yes.
And she had only one, a blue, I think that was a blue jersey or something, just to cover her front. But this was a uniform. But what she was doing with that injection is something that also all the medical personnel, they said, but this one, she's not our nurse. What is she doing in here? So we even got more apprehensive. And we started the altercations. You are not going to get him. You are not going to get him. And it went back and forth until the doctor says, no, but we need, this person is actually supposed to be in ICU right now. We brought him here as a matter of emergency to just see what is happening to his body, because we can't even turn him. We can't even move him in the state he's in. The police became stubborn until it became bad. We started going back and forth. They were pushing us, we were there, and it was just us, 3 girls against almost 50 officers. Emotions went in, and the doctors managed to help us until they got the police outside. And the doctors now locked the doors. They said, will not allow anyone in here. Everything became worse when we now stood outside the door. We had, I think, almost, if I'm not mistaken, almost 30 officers right on the door. And the commissioner, I don't know his name, but Commissioner Lusaka was spearheading that group. And he kept on pushing us back and forth, telling us they had instructions to take JJ to Mainasoko Hospital. We asked them, you've not spoken to us. Nobody came to us to even call us, just to give us the courtesy as a family to say, from what you've been through, we've never given you proper updates, because these are the same police that refuse to give us even proper updates. Exactly. We went to the police station almost every day, begging them for answers, not even giving us proper answers to just tell us, oh, this is what is happening. But now, they were the same police officers who were there pushing us, abusing us in all sort of ways, just to get their way and get JJ out of the hospital. We asked them, what is happening? Why can't he be treated from here? If you want to secure him, bring your security to be here. no, we want him in a hospital where we have the security. We have instructions to take him. We asked him, can you avail the person?
Instructions.
Can you avail the person that is instructing you? Let him come and talk to us. Let him come and ask. And we're just the three of us. They kept on going back and forth. They tried going separate meetings, trying to eat. The whole saga went on for almost 30 minutes until they were not even done with the x-ray. They came again. Now this time around, I think this was, they came with more officers. Maybe they even went almost 60 and they came with guns. So we told them, we're not scared of guns.
If
Kill
you
us
can
first.
kill us. Kill us first.
Kill us, then when you kill us, you take him. At that point, we stopped fearing. We told them, you know what, we've had enough. You've tormented us enough. We have suffered enough. Do what you want, but don't take him away from here. If you want, let him first be treated, then take him after.
Yes.
They didn't hear not even that. What did the commissioner instruct? The commissioner instructed the police and said, take them out, action, use force, use power. It's at that point when the beating started, the pushing around. That's how we're being dragged. Trying to break the door for the hospital, and the whole ugly brutality that we've never seen is what we saw today. And the only sad part is in a hospital, not even the courtesy to say there is a life at stake. And this is a person that we don't know how they see him, but to us he's a treasure. You know, for us, that's the only father figure we have. We are fatherless children, yes, but that's the only father we look up to. So we don't know what that meant to them. We don't know how that whole situation. We tried by all means to stop that whole ugly nightmare, but the beating became worse. I think I still have the swellings here, where some of the officers even grabbed my phone from my sister. She was not even capturing. Up to now, my phone can show we're not even capturing anything. She was on phone trying to seek for help. They grabbed the phone from her, started pushing us outside. Others were hitting us. And one officer I can recognize very well. I think it's one who even put my hair this side. And they started using the gun handles, like to push us, like to hit us. And Honorable Bino even got upset and said, but these are girls you're doing this to. The whole entire police, all of you, 50 of you, just on 3 girls. It's so unreasonable. Honorable Bino was there, and even other members now of the public came, you know, trying to stop them, but they couldn't even stop. It just, it moved from worse to bad. And the way they were dragging Jay, he kept on screaming. I'm sure if we were to get the CCTV, and the screaming even agitated us more. He kept on screaming the help, like, ouch, ouch, even the way they dragged that bed and the way they were trying to push it into the ambulance. I tried to close the doors for the ambulance. That's how one officer came, pushed me to the ground. And JJ was in a lot of pain. He kept on asking for help. He was in a lot of pain, and they were carrying him like a piece of paper. You know, they were pushing him with no duty of care, no remorse, no courtesy. And yet they were busy bragging, no, we are trying to move him because he's a member of parliament. But you were saying this is a member of parliament. We've never even heard from the speaker, not even from anyone that has ever reached to us, other than just the few Meaning if Zambians had reached out to us to talk to us, then you're telling us to say you want to secure him because he's a property of the state, because he's a member of parliament. Why is he only becoming a member of parliament or important to you people now that we had to get him to Midlands Hospital? Why? And that whole beating, the whole fracas, we didn't even get it. The grabbing of phones, something we've never experienced in the history of Zambia, something we've never seen at a hospital. Even the hospital personnel they were all in shock.
They were shocked.
Everyone was shocked. We couldn't even believe what was happening. And Honorable Jack Mwimbu was there, standing.
And we pleaded.
We went, we pleaded, we knelt down, helplessly. We even told him, I removed words to say, you have daughters. You have children. You have children. Have some remorse. Tell your officers at least just to be cautious enough. Just a little duty of care. He didn't listen. We pleaded with him. Honorable Jack Mwimbu, we walked to him in those corridors. He was next to. We pleaded, we knelt down, we begged him. And the worst part of it, he goes and makes a press statement over it. And in the press statement, he doesn't even state exactly what happened. Carry on. Honorable Munia Zulu tried to beg him too. Honorable, almost everybody tried as hard to reason with them, including the medical personnel. They tried hard to reason with them, but they didn't listen. Because it's a state, obviously. They are working under instructions. The worst part of it is one officer even slapping me, and I'm asking him, why did you slap me? And he answered me to my face, I'm working under instructions. And I can even recognize the face. My face is still swollen. Still swollen. And all they could answer was, we are working under instructions. As if that was not enough. Barely minutes after all that misery, after all that fracas that they caused at the hospital, and just moving him without our consent, and just driving off after hitting us and just driving off like that. We are just barely arriving at the hospital, trying to settle in. We were all parked outside. Personally, I even had to park outside. My phone was not even there with me. Next thing, we just hear to say, someone comes and says, Honorable Jack Mwimbu is doing a press briefing. Press briefing? About what? And he even addresses the nation and says, the police were working 24/7. These are the same officers who failed to give us little update, just to tell us what was happening. They said they didn't know. So why were they working 24/7 when they didn't know? The DCIO, Mr. Mweto, was even very rude to us. Very, very rude. He even answered us. I think we even have it on record, where he even answered me to say, you're calling me on a private line. This is my private line. When we are in distress. We don't even know whether Jay is okay or not. We are distressed. Not even to give us a little courtesy to just tell us to say, no, calm down, we're handling the situation. No, we're doing what we can. Proudly like that. No, but you're calling me, you're asking me about the vehicle, relocating of the vehicle on my private line. This is my private line. It's not a public line. You are a civil servant. You're working for the public. And you ask me to say I'm calling you on a private line. And Honorable Jack Mwimbo praised them. He said the police were working tirelessly. Tirelessly. If you are working tirelessly, why didn't you get there before us? Even after we were cautious enough to call you, to report to you when we were leaving Lusaka, why did we still get there, even almost at the same time with you? And with only 2 officers. Which police were working tirelessly if we're only there with 2 officers? How? At 24/7? Most of the police officers were only seeing them at 03 when we got to Midland Hospital. That's when we saw a team of police officers that were even ambushing us. So what's 24/7? And Honorable Jack Mwimbo says they are bare. They are no even bruises. He's okay.
JJ is fine.
JJ is fine. Why is he in Mainasoko Hospital?
Why are they keeping him?
Why are you keeping him? Honorable Jack Mwimbo, you said he's okay. Give him to us. Why is he being kept in Mainasoko Hospital? Why? Is it a show? If he's okay, is that some sort of drama? What is it all about? Because if he's okay, then give him to us. Because we know the bruises he has. We took those pictures. We were there firsthand. We have the pictures. And we'll release them to the press. The beatings are all visible. The marks are visible. His back is distorted. When you see below his feet, it's a sorry sight. So how is he okay? Is it because he's a strong person that he's even able to talk? So how is he fine? How is he okay? If he's okay, give him to us. Release him to the public. Let the public see him that he's okay. Personally, from the time he even went into Mainasoko, I haven't even been allowed to see him. Because we're taught there's security. And yet I am the same person. Joe was telling, don't take me to a government hospital. I don't feel safe. He's never even been to a government hospital. But you are telling us we can't see him. The same people he trusts, the same people he called first, the same people he tried to reach out to first. Because at least he called his mother's number. So how is he okay? Oh, this is hurting. You're hurting us more. It's like adding more salt to the wounds. We are human. We can only be young girls, yes. But we can still take care of us. So if you feel he's okay, give him to us. He may mean very little to you, but to us he's a king. He's a treasure. He's all that we have. He's the only male figure we have. So give him to us. Tipasen. We don't know. You've kept him at Mainasoko. That's your territory. We don't know. According to his testimonies from the time he came, he says he's scared. He keeps on confessing that he's scared. We don't know what he's scared of. JJ is traumatized. 1 minute he's trying to talk. Throughout, I was with him in that room at Kafue General Hospital. 1 minute he wants to try and reach out to your hand. All the pictures and videos are there. 1 minute he's traumatized. When you look at him, this is not even him. According to him, he was in a dark room that he couldn't even see light. He's traumatized. So treated us unfairly. We deserved better. We may not have all the voices to speak for us, but we deserved better. The whole fracas, everything that we've had to endure, we didn't really deserve it. You could have treated us better. And to the members of the public, we can never even wish this upon an enemy. They say you can only know pain when you go through it. You can only understand the power of loss when you go through it. Grief is something you can never understand unless you endure it. But this, and to think that it's happening to us in a country we call our home, is the most painful part of it. Something we can't see. We've been sitting with my sisters like, did this really happen? And we all just break in an instant. Because we can't even believe what we're going through. We don't even know whether we'll still be challenged to this or not. We don't know whether we'll still have to go through this some other day or not. We don't even know. We don't even know whether we are safe, whether these same police officers are supposed to protect us, because these are the same police officers that were hitting us today. So we don't know. We would really never wish this upon anyone, not even an enemy. No matter the difference, nobody deserves such a pain. We didn't deserve it. And would like to say a big thank you to the public for all the voices